So, I just finished my first film roll with the Kodak Ektar H35N. It's a 35mm half-frame film camera that has a 22mm f8 lens with a 1/100th shutter speed. This isn't an in-depth review, but it's just my experience using it for the first time and how I feel about it. So this little camera here, the Kodak Ektar H35N, has a few updates from its predecessor, the H35. It has a glass bulb. It has a bulb mode, so you can take some time-lapse shots, like especially helpful at night with its 1/100th shutter speed if you want to catch some city lights or something like that. It also has the star filter that I personally haven't used. I've seen where other people have used it, and it can look cool, but it's also easy to overdo it a bit. And also the viewfinder has been updated so that it's actually, when you're shooting, it's already in the portrait orientation. The Ektar H35 just had essentially a normal viewfinder, so you had to really think about how you were composing the shot to make sure it would be how you want. The ideal focusing distance is 1.5 meters for the best focus. I learned that the hard way. I'm sure I probably saw it in a video or something like that before I bought it, but it's kind of easy to forget when you're out and see something that you want to get a shot of. So that's enough about the specs and about the actual camera. Let's take a look at where I was able to get photos and complete my 72 shots. First, it was at Wat Hua Lumpong here in Bangkok. Then I took it on a weekend trip to Hua Hin, and I finished the roll with while on a trip to Jaipur, India. So one thing that I did that was, I would say, kind of a mistake that I wish I could go back and change, was that I used ISO 200 film. I should have used ISO 100, considering the bright daytime sun of Bangkok, Hua Hin, and of course Jaipur. So my next roll will be ISO 100. The image quality is actually pretty good for a $40 or $50 camera. I was pleasantly surprised. One thing that kind of wrecked a few shots that I wish had turned out better was that it is fairly easy to get some camera shake and motion blur with this camera. It's so light, and sometimes when you just press the shutter, the camera might shift a little bit if you're not quite holding it well enough, and there you go, you have a blurry shot. Other motion blur, like people walking or things like that, didn't really bother me, but I suppose that could be an issue if, taking portraits of friends or something like that. Anyways, here are some of the photos from my first roll. Some I think are pretty good. Others are not so great. I'm going to share those with you too. So, my final thoughts on the Kodak Ektar H35N. It's fun. It's a fun little camera. I enjoy taking it out. I don't have to worry about any settings, really. I just see something, compose it however I feel at the moment, take the shot, and then we'll see what happens when it turns out after processing. The image quality is good enough. It's, like I said, it's just like a $40, $50 toy camera, essentially. But the camera has a good look. I wouldn't use it for any like professional client paid work unless they're looking for that film 70s 80s instant camera type of look. And the only really real drawback is the easy camera shake because of the lightness of the camera. It's just plastic. But that is all really. It's a fun little camera. I'm glad that I bought it. And if you want a camera that you just want to have in your pocket, pop around, take pictures, but have it on film, this wouldn't be a bad choice. If you use the Kodak Ektar H35N, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's have a good discussion. See you next time. Thanks for watching.